We're going to turn now to the presidential race, where the candidates have been attacking each other's policies on border security and Ukraine. And today, Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Arizona, where the plan is to visit the U.S.-Mexico border, something she has not done in more than 3 years. Ed O'Keefe is at the border himself. He's in the town of Douglas, Arizona. Ed, good morning.
Tony, good to see you. You know, early in the Biden administration, Vice President Harris was put in charge of addressing the root causes of immigration from Central America, not dealing with border security, as Republican critics claim. As you said, this is just her second visit to the border as vice president, and the goal is to cut into former President Donald Trump's edge on border security and immigration.
Great.
The day before her trip, former President Donald Trump condemned Vice President Kamala Harris for her visit to the U.S.-Mexico border and blamed her for millions of illegal border crossings.
She keeps talking about how she supposedly wants to fix the border. We would merely ask, why didn't she do it 4 years ago?
But the Harris campaign is now leaning in, releasing this new ad set to air in Arizona and other battleground states.
We need a leader with a real plan to fix the border.
She plans to go after Trump today for his part in blocking a bipartisan border security and immigration bill earlier this year.
Donald Trump got word of the bill, realized it was going to fix a problem he wanted to run on, and told him to kill the bill.
While their disagreements over the border aren't new, there's fresh differences between them over the war in Ukraine. At the White House Thursday, Harris met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and vowed continued support in his fight against Russia.
My support for the people of Ukraine is unwavering.
Earlier in the week, Trump lashed out at Zelenskyy.
And we continue to give billions of dollars to a man who refuses to make a deal.
So without naming her opponent, the vice president took aim at Trump.
These proposals are the same of those of Putin. They are not proposals for peace. Instead, they are proposals for surrender.
And on Thursday, he hit back.
It's not a surrender. What my strategy is to save lives.
Back in New York, former President Trump is set to meet with President Zelenskyy at Trump Tower before heading off to a campaign event in Michigan. The vice president is set to be here this afternoon. She will meet with Customs and Border Patrol officials, get a tour, and then speak out on why it is she supports that bipartisan border bill that was scuttled earlier this year. Tony?
All right, Ed, thank you very much.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to have the president with us.
Zelensky's so fucking cucked. He just has to sit there and be like, yes, Mr. President, you are right. We must do whatever you think is best. A senior Harris campaign official tells Gabe Gutierrez and Kelly O that Kamala Harris tonight will propose tightening asylum restrictions even further than Biden has. That is in keeping with a significant and ongoing shift by Democrats on border policy. Pog.
And he's been through a lot. He's been through a tremendous amount, like probably nobody else, almost nobody else in history, if you...
Dude, this is a cucked man right here. Let's see what...
Really get right down to it. And we're going to have a discussion and see what we can come up with.
He has the vibes of Mahmoud Abbas. Anytime I see that motherfucker next to like an American politician, they give off the exact same energy. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I got no options. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know? It is what it is.
A great honor to have you with
Thank you
us.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much for this meeting. Five years past.
Yeah.
So we had meeting again here in New York in September, and now there are a lot of challenges in Ukraine, United States, and of course I want to discuss with you. I think where we are together, I think we have common view that the war in Ukraine has to be stopped and Putin can't win and Ukrainians have to prevail, and I want to discuss
He looked at him like, fuck you mean Putin can't win, bro? Chill.
with you the details of our plan of victory.
My honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have a question for the president? Anybody?
Why did you decide to meet?
I think it's me or
Both of
to
you.
both us. Okay, thank you so much. First of all, it's very important to share all the plans.
Am I wrong, or does Trump's position on Ukraine mirrors yours? No hate. Brother, if you think Trump has like a decipherable position on any issue, You are out of your dang mind. This is a guy who literally will, on Monday, say that he doesn't think that there should be an abortion ban, and then on Tuesday be like, just kidding, I actually went back on that decision. Yes, there are times, especially recently, where he's been like, we need to fucking put a peace deal on the table. What the fuck is going on? We got to stop the endless bloodshed, okay? But let's be fucking real. This man does not give a shit about anything, and he does not care about, like, senseless bloodshed. He has contributed to it as the president of the United States, and he will continue to contribute to it as the next president of the United States if he wins. So, you know, every now and then he might arrive at like a reasonable position, or at least present himself as someone with reasonable opinions on a matter, but that doesn't mean that he's ever actually reasonable.